tanan. In today's video, we're going to take you for a close and personal of this 2021 Changan Alsvin 1.4 that is mated to a 5-speed manual gearbox. And for this video, I'm going to take this Changan Alsvin for a startup and a full walk-around review, showing you the most interesting features from the interior as well as the exterior. So, what are you waiting for? Let's sit back, relax and enjoy of this review.
Behind closed doors, I'm a fool for your loves.
A big thanks to Changan Iloilo for allowing me to review their brand new units. For more information, see the description box below.
So here's the key. Let's go ahead and get started. You do have welcome lights as you unlock the car. This car gets a 5-speed manual gearbox.
The steering operation of the Changan Alsvin is an electric-assisted rack and pinion power steering system. For the base 1.4, it's all made up with a 3-spoke, flat-bottom designed polyurethane steering wheel with sport grips at 10 and 2 and gloss black accents in all 3 spokes with mounted controls found at the left and right spokes of the wheel. A 5-speed manual gearbox is the only transmission choice for the base variant Alsvin with a 1.4-liter naturally aspirated gasoline engine. To engage reverse for the manual gearbox, just push the lever all the way to the right and backward. A reverse camera is standard for this car. There are 2 engine choices available for the Changan Alsvin in the Philippines, either a 1.5-liter or a 1.4-liter gasoline engine that we have here in today's feature. This 1.4 engine displaces 1,370 cubic centimeters with a dual overhead cam 16 valves and a naturally aspirated inline 4-cylinder gasoline engine with multi-point fuel injection. It produces 99 horsepower at 6,000 RPM and 135 Newton meters of torque at 3,500 RPM. Fuel tank size is 40 liters with an emission rating of Euro 6. And in terms of transmission, a 5-speed manual is the only transmission choice for this engine. The drivetrain of the Changan Alsvin is a front-wheel drive vehicle. When it comes to fuel economy, the Alsvin has achieved at around 18.5 to 19 km per liter combined both city and highway. Not bad in this small city car. Now let's talk about what's going on here, the Alsvin. It is Changan's subcompact sedan that has been around a decade globally, and fun fact, there are 2 versions of the Alsvin during the first generation era, such as the V3 and the V5, however, it was only available in their hometown China. The only thing is that the first gen Alsvin looks similar as the previous gen Mazda 3 due to its joint venture between Mazda and Changan in mainland China. Now, on its second generation model, the Alsvin made its tasteful redesign for the 2018 model year, and in the Philippines, the Alsvin made its first appearance way back in the last quarter of 2020 alongside with its Changan siblings. On that note, the Alsvin is Changan's only sedan available for the local lineup that costs an affordable price, which fits on a budget even for senior high school or college student like myself wanted to have a first ever car bringing you from point A to point B. Here's my question. Is the Changan Alsvin become the best choice for first timers against its rivals? Let's find out. The Changan Alsvin in the Philippines has offered 3 different variants: the 1.4 manual, the 1.5 DCT, and the topping range 1.5 Platinum DCT. What we have here is the base model 1.4 manual, and I'm pretty sure this is the best variant for some first timers out there wanted a car that fits on a budget, feel efficient, transport you to point A to point B, and what is most important, it has 4 wheels. If you think about base to the car, you think about basic in terms of features. However, Changan delivers a much tasteful features that meets the need of a modern generation cars with loads of tech and premium quality finish from inside and out on a base model Alsvin. Isn't it amazing? Well, if you were, let's start off with the exterior. The overall design of the Alsvin looks clean but elegantly sleek and sexy, which reminds me of the current gen Toyota Vios and the now defunct Hyundai Reyna. The first center of attraction to the Alsvin is the front face, where you can see it gets a Lexus-like spindle front grille, which gives the car a fantastically aggressive look, flanked with a beautiful halogen projector headlights, adding the sexiness to the aggressiveness at the front of the car. Sa totoo lang, mapolma yung kanyang harapan kumpara sa Vios at sa ibang subcompact sedans which are sold in the market. At its price point for this, surprisingly, you will get impressed. At the back, there is a reminiscent from a European car like BMW, which I think that is also a great looker too, like the front face itself. Jump inside to the interior, there's a combination of a basic ergonomics and a premium finish, and what makes the car even more tasteful is the availability of a touchscreen infotainment system and a digitally controlled air conditioning. Pati the base model yan ha, nagkaroon nito ng ganitong feature na parang nasa premium car yan. Panalo! I would say that the Changan Alsvin 1.4 manual is not your typical base model subcompact sedan, but when it comes to its features, I found out that this one gives you a highest level of impression. However, one thing that I don't like about this car is that it doesn't have a grip handles in all 4 sides, which is a great necessity for some passengers wanted to relax their arms, but for some, it doesn't matter because it is expected from a base model. Positively, the feature of the Alsvin for the manual tranny that I'm really glad of is the clutch itself, by which, as I step into the clutch of the car, it is pretty narrow and smooth that it doesn't make my feet so tiring upon driving it, and that is a great advantage to me. So if you are a senior high school or a college student or a first-time driver, have recently got your first driver's license, the Alsvin 1.4 manual is a great choice for you in just 629,000 Philippine pesos. If a manual transmission is not a cup of tea, then the mid-range 1.5 DCT or the topping range 1.5 Platinum DCT would probably a better choice. Exterior features for the Changan Alsvin base 1.4 are equipped with manual leveling halogen projector headlights, bulb-type rear lights, black front grille with chrome highlights, front intermittent wipers, indicators on the body-colored side mirrors, body-colored door handles, and shark's fin antenna. 14-inch alloy rims are the standard shoes for the Alsvin base 1.4, which are wrapped in 175/65R14 tires. It gets ventilated disc brakes in front and drum brakes at the back. For the suspension, the front gets McPherson struts and torsion beams for the rear. Speaker, bottle holder, storage, window controls. All 4 windows in this car are fully powered, while the driver's side window gets a fully automatic down function. Window lock, central locking. Right next to your driver's side aircon vent is your storage, your mirror controls, your headlight adjuster, little cubby right there, and your bonnet release lever right there. Fuel door release, bonnet release. The driver's seat of this Changan Alsvin 1.4 gets a fully manual adjustments. Got your seat back and your seat sliding position right over there. You have the same set of adjustments as found on the driver's side. You have your seat back and your seat sliding position. All right, so let's start it up with the door closed.
storage, hand-operated parking brake. You got your 2 cup holders, storage right there, USB port, 12-volt power outlet that has a maximum of 120 watts of power, hazard switch, standard climate control system, your temperature dial to the right, together with your air conditioning button, different modes, your circulation, fan speed. This one doubles up as your off button, front and rear defrost.
The Alsvin 1.4 gets a 7-inch integrated touchscreen infotainment system head unit with various media connectivity settings and 2 speakers for the sound system.
When they see me pouring some wine, oh, then gets empty again. Better fill it up before I go. Cause I'm nothing to feeling it, touch me and being me, see what I see, nothing typical. Mr. Know how with it, mix it up, go with it, flow with it, let it all go. Oh Lord, think you know what I'm like, but you don't fall, you lose control.
The sound system of this Changan Alsvin works absolutely amazing. It's pretty smooth enough. It's very decent. So currently you are in a Bluetooth audio streaming with your current song title information, artist, album. Go backward the song, go forward the song, play and pause. You're in within the Bluetooth menu. Now for your Bluetooth menu, here is your dial pad, record, contacts, your Bluetooth settings. You can pair devices, deleted devices or whatnot within this infotainment system. To go to your home menu, hit this dial right here. This is your main menu. Let's go first with the settings. Now for your settings, here is your language settings, sound settings, time format. All right, here we go, and so on. Display. You can adjust your audio with your bass, bass, treble, equalizer settings. You can balance the calibration of your sound, tire pressure monitoring system. So far it's normal. Next, car setting. Your car setup, your driving auto lock, parking auto unlock, 2 lock, light settings. You can adjust your headlamp delay, 1 key communication, air conditioning settings. You can set your wallpaper. It depends on how you like. Your guide. Media. Alright. So this is your radio. Very simple head unit to use. So that's it of our infotainment system of this Changan Alsvin. 2 air vents, volume power knob, home button, seat track, display button. You can turn the display off. Your light and indicator controls. volume controls, mute button. While on the right side is your on-hook and off-hook buttons for your Bluetooth telephone menu that doubles up your seat track, and your mode button right here. Wiper controls. And the steering wheel on this Changan Alsvin gets a manual tilt only. You adjust it using this lever right here. Central locking. No grip handle on the ceiling for the driver's side. The driver's side does have a sun visor. Interior lights. And your manual dimming rear view mirror. Front passenger side sun visor with a vanity mirror. No grip handle on the ceiling for the front passenger side. Little storage right there. And a decent size amount of glove box, or should I say it's a perfect size. Alright. So that's it for this one. We can turn this vehicle off and continue with the rest of our review. Speaker right there, bottle holder, and the storage. You also have a window control right there.
Even this is a small budgeted city car, you don't even have to worry when it comes to back space. The space at the back has a decent size according to my observation as a 5'9" tall person. I adjusted the driver's seat in my comfortable driving position, and as you can see, I have a good amount of legroom and headroom. Overall, it's not bad at the back with these nice and comfy fabric seats. There are no storage pockets available in both front seat backs, and in the middle there is a storage and a cup holder as I mentioned before. Like I said earlier, what I didn't like about in this Changan Alsvin is that there is no grip handles in all four sides at the ceiling, which is quite disappointing for some, while others it's not necessary. Finally, there is no center armrest for this one as expected from a base model. Boot space of the Alsvin measures 390 liters. Under the boot floor is a space-saving spare tire. In terms of safety, the Alsvin Base 1.4 gets 2 airbags, anti-lock braking system with electronic brake force distribution, reverse camera, tire pressure monitoring system, child safety lock, ELR seatbelts in all seats, and seatbelt reminder. Thank you for tuning in of the startup and a full walk-around review of this 2021 Changan Alsvin 1.4 that is mated to a 5-speed manual gearbox. I hope you like this video, and if you do, make sure hit thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Now, if you're subscribed to my channel, please hit the notification bell button to get notified for my latest updates. And don't forget, follow all of my social media platforms. As always, I will see you next time for more latest videos on YouTube. God bless you, more power, I love you all, and mabuhay!
Makikita mo ako sa kalsada with the homies. Kulang kami kasi yung